Better the METROID, than the devil you don't, or something? I didn't rehearse that at all. That was off the cuff. Hi, everybody. We are kind of going straight into the fire, metaphorically speaking, today. But we're gonna look at fishes for a minute. Welcome back to Metroid. This is one of those games where we're making a good amount of, progress and exploration every single episode, and then there's still so much to do. The tail end of last week, we found a new zone. I believe a fully... yes. Fully new zone. The Phazon Mines. The location where the space pirates have set up a base. It's the Phazon Mines, you can guess what they're up to here. Processing, harvesting energy from the radioactive minerals. And we've already found a few new types of enemy. So a lot of at least the early portion of this episode is going to be fighting through some worlds we already somewhat know. In the interest of oh, stop it. Ice door, and then another wave door. I was pretty tired by the end of the stream last week, so I left off at a kind of awkward place where we had gone through several rooms right up to a point that theoretically could have gotten us a checkpoint back to the main quarry here. But I didn't know how much longer it would take to actually unlock that. These guys are... oh, but they are wave troopers, okay. It's worth keeping in mind that... stop it. We learned from the scan entry for them that the space pirates who have stealth aren't able to use ranged weaponry. And so anytime that we encounter, like... Oh, hello. What can do you get? Yes, cool. Oh, I guess... Oh, they're still very vulnerable to my strategies. But yeah, if we're traveling with our thermal vision up... Stop. Wow! Power surges detected, located within the mining compound. I don't remember if I've... Central Dynamo. I'm pretty sure I remember what happens in that room. Vaguely, not super in-depth. Okay. Well, that's quite a ways below where we are. Oh, come on, you sicko. Hey! Yeah, anytime that we're in the thermal visor like this, a guy who tries to charge us is not going to be a guy we can see without the thermal visor. Fortunately, how easy they are to find. With the thermal visor does mean that as long as we're... What the world is happening? Okay. Yeah, it's not hard to find guys. As long as we're, like, keeping our wits about us. We might as well. like maybe nobody new in here. Whoopsie. I will need to be in orb form regardless. I think nothing useful on the blue level. It's the red track that I want to follow. Because that is something we can't break yet. There's an enemy immediately through here. Not even real. Not even a real problem of an enemy. I don't know why I don't know why there's one up here. Ooh. A little bit of vertigo for a moment there. Oh. It's elevator. Mine's level 2. Oh. Now we might know what that is. That we could see out the window there. At least to an extent. Ow. Okay. I know what it is from prior experience. Okay. Never have enough missiles. Okay. Problems guy. I think we learned a little bit about him last time. We found another encounter with him. Hey man. Creatures entry. Elite Pirate. Phazon Enhanced Space Pirate. Incredibly strong, armored, and well-armed. Elite Pirates are potent foes. Their energy siphon system absorbs beam weapon shots. Beam weapon. The nature of this system makes them vulnerable to concussion-based weapons. Well-armed, the Elite Pirate is effective in close combat and at a distance. Their massive size can be a weakness, and their sluggish speed allows for evasion and quick attacks. Oh goodness. Plasma Artillery Cannon. Unit has extreme thermal signature due to lack of shielding. Cannon connected to energy siphon systems to augment performance. Avoid beam weapon fire when energy siphon unit is active. Oh, you know what? This is a great time to use my new toy. Whoa! Oh, he can absorb it. I said new toy, we picked it up a while ago, but that was a little taste of the Wave Buster. Okay, a little bit toughies, but not too bad. Okay. What is... Oh, there's just another guy right there. Are you, like, coming down here, or...? Oh. I honestly didn't completely realize that there was a ramp now. I didn't really know how I was gonna get up. Okay. Highly skilled at hit-and-run tactics. Okay, so once again we are gonna... Let me check the map. Let me see if I can get a read on anything in relation to anything down here. So presumably... I guess I don't know which direction it's gonna go where. We're gonna read some stuff first, though. Failed nutrient vat, elite pirate ration processing in progress. Our most awful guy, who is bigger and stronger than everybody else, but can only subsist on a diet of concentrated poison. A shipment of military-grade plasma artillery cannons is en route to Talon 4. The Eganoid Star Marines we acquired them from, we're letting them sit in a warehouse. Our elite pirates, on the other hand, will put them to good use very soon. Pirate data log 111569. Investigations into a possible ingress point for the impact crater continue to meet with failure. The shield of strange energy that protects it is impermeable, and all attempts to tunnel past it have proven fruitless. Our continued futility in this matter is made all the more significant in light of the recent lifeform readings we've discovered emanating from deep within the crater. Analysis of the readings indicates that a massive creature is gestating there, absorbing enormous amounts of phazon from the phazon core at the heart of the impact crater. This discovery makes accessing the crater doubly important. Not only will it open the door to the vast deposits of phazon within, but it will also lead us to this creature, whatever it may be. Milking phazon from my creature. Log 100237. Security Command issued an all-points alert after the fall of Zebes. The alert confirms Bioform Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Subject is a female hominid and is heavily armed and extremely dangerous. I don't think they should call her that, even if they are evil pirates. I get a quick drink of water, my throat was getting a little sore. Subject uses a powered armor suit of unknown design in battle, along with a number of potent beam and concussive weapons. All combat units are instructed to terminate Erin on sight, preferably in a fashion that will allow salvage of her powered armor suit and weapons. A considerable bounty will go to the unit who delivers Erin to command. Dead or alive, it matters not. Uh-oh, Space Pirate Command. Nutrient vat for the elite pirates. Oh, there's a morph ball world over here. Okay, that can wait a moment. I'd like to get a thorough read on the area and see where the other door might lead. Consumption of elite nutrient mix by non-elite units is strictly prohibited. Failure to comply will result in a 50% ration reduction for a decacycle. Sci-fi settings love using cycles as substitute for years. The idea of getting a 50% ration reduction for 10 years is kind of ridiculous. Security level Tau will be in effect until further notice. All leaves cancelled pending downgrade of alert status. Bioform Samus Aran continues to assault our holdings on Talon 4. Security has been compromised in multiple areas. Casualty rates are rising. Command has authorized a sizable bounty for the capture or termination of Aran. Report to your field officers for details.
Recording to logbook.
Pirate data log 11222B. Science team is attempting to reverse engineer Samus Aran's arsenal based off of data acquired from her assaults on our forces. Progress is slow but steady. Command would dearly enjoy turning Aran's weapons against her. We believe we can implement beam weapon prototypes in 3 cycles. Aran's power suit technology remains a mystery, especially the curious morph ball function. All attempts at duplicating it have ended in disaster. 4 test subjects were horribly broken and twisted when they engaged our morph ball prototypes. Science team wisely decided to move on afterward. We don't know how she does it, and attempting to recreate the physics of it are fatal without exception. Evaluation of plasma artillery cannons is complete. The weapons are fully functional, but a flaw has been discovered. Subpar thermal shielding gives them a high heat signature. This could make them easier to target for enemies with enhanced vision capabilities. Security alert. Computer systems compromised. Bioform Samus Aran has cracked our systems. The Hunter can access our system at will and is able to bypass most of our security programs. Use manual locking systems when possible. Facility Command's request for elite pirate transfer to security forces granted. Prepare units EPG-8644 and EPG-8656 for field duty at once. Metroid aggression levels are rising. Be alert for any attempts by Metroids to escape from quarantine areas. Their energy absorption ability is not able to disrupt our force fields, but continued exposure to Phazon may change things for the worse. Reports on Hunter activity are in. Analysis indicates that the Hunter is using a morph ball technology to infiltrate our facilities. Recalibrate sensors to search for morph ball energy signatures. Ah, there's a lot of stuff up here. Okay. Force field engaged. Deactivation required for access.
Recording to logbook.
A lot of pirate data. 11-4025. We have come to another dead end. It is clear now that we will never discover the location of the Chozo's artifacts until we can decipher the messages carved into the statues in this abominable temple. Our language databases are woefully inadequate, and our linguistic analysts can come up with little more than vague theories. The best hypothesis that we can offer is that finding artifacts will require items spiritually linked to the Chozo civilization. However, without these items, we are lost, and Command grows more impatient by the day. Results must be produced soon. Force field offline, access granted. Yay. Reconfiguration of security drones authorized. Deploy new drones to mission-critical areas immediately. Security requests deployment of elite pirates in METROID quarantine areas. The high casualties suffered by standard pirate units deployed in METROID areas is not acceptable. Phazon-infused fungal harvesting continues. Replacements of Deca triticale with Phazon-infused fungal matter in elite ration mix has been authorized.
Recording to logbook.
11-452-8. Although we are still no closer to finding the artifacts of the Chozo, we have at least produced a viable hypothesis for their function. It appears that each of the artifacts corresponds to one of the statues on the temple platform, and that each one acts as a small key to a huge lock. Judging by the number of statues, we assume there must be 12 artifacts. Once we find the resting spots of all 12, we can bring them here, unite them with their statues, and open the gate system at long last. Once we do, the impact crater, and whatever creature it shelters, will be ours for the taking.
Recording to logbook.
Log 11-4404. Results are in from field studies on the bioform group Chozo, who we believe are extinct. We believe that Talon 4 was once a stronghold in a great Chozo empire, brought low by the meteor strike. Planetary devastation brought an end to the Chozo, yet remnants of their society remain. We are studying these relics in an attempt to harness their power. What is of no use to us we destroy. In time we shall have all we need from this dead race, and we shall wipe this planet clean of their ugly ruins. The dead should serve the living, not hinder them. These guys are fucked. Replacement of standard hatch covers continues. Steel covers will be replaced with cordite and bendesium covers in 2 decacycles. Planetary stealth technology is back online. We have evaded detection by the battlecruiser Immons. The brief lapse in planetary security caused by the crash of our frigate is over. Now we can concentrate our efforts on the Hunter.
Recording to logbook.
11-3771. Analysis continues on these cursed ruins and the Chozo temple that hovers near them. We are now completely certain that the containment field denying us access to the impact crater is linked to strange artifacts that belong in the temple, but we are no closer to finding them or deciphering the riddles that seem to cover every wall of this ruined place. Command grows increasingly anxious for a resolution to this matter, so we must redouble our efforts. X-ray squadrons will begin terrain sweeps within days. Until they begin, patrols are instructed to report any and all architectural anomalies to their commanders. Increase Phazon portion of elite pirate ration by 18%. Report any signs of ration rejection by elites at once. I think they have the little, 3-finger hand, switch, whatever, thing.
Recording to logbook.
Log 11-6642. There have been numerous incidents involving spectral entities at Chozo ruins sites. Several personnel have been assaulted by these Chozo ghosts. Few have survived. Survivors speak of swift attacks from nowhere, brief sightings of the enemy, then nothing, only to be followed by another attack. Science team believes these attacks are in response to our efforts to recover Chozo relics and artifacts. Somehow these entities are able to interact with the physical world, and it appears they wish to keep their artifacts to themselves. We will make them pay for such arrogance, for even ghosts can be destroyed. A lot of, you know. broad details we already knew, but specifics that are new. We do know a little bit about the impact crater. Ventilation shaft. Come back to this in a moment. It's hard to be sure which way is the right way to go at the moment. I say that, but I've stepped into this map and it looks as if whatever's through here is... Oh. A rock side has blocked off this passage. Analysis indicates traces of bindesium. Well, that's not something we can deal with yet. Okay, so... Maintenance tunnel. With an elevator at the end? To a deeper level, maybe. Well, that's useful to know. So the Chozo ghosts that we've only properly battled once or twice, but... have noticed... have begun to spawn in a couple other areas. Are, among other things, guarding some sort of artifacts. That's not good. Okay, alright. My apologies. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay. And there's a one more right under me, and there's... Not gonna say I feel good about, these fellers. Unit ident code EPG 8701 batch 01 field designation elite pirate. Good morning. EPG 8702, Batch 01, Field Designation Elite Pirate. Turn off force field. Benzesium mollusectin is structurally unsound. Science team is accepting volunteers for advanced weaponry. Is anyone not weak to Samus's charming smile? Other than, you know, maybe space pirates or something like that, but... they're weak to everything else of hers. I think I would also be weak to wave beam. Okay, so unless this is something to worry about... oh, good heavens, there's a lot of stuff over here, too. All magnetic rail system access must be approved by security. Metroids are not responding to synthetic sustenance. We have reason to believe they only gain nourishment from active bioenergy sources. Metroid activity is accelerating in non-frigid areas. Scary. Increased aggression levels observed in latest elite pirate units. Increasing phazon feed by 0.07% per science team mandate. You did just, yes, you did just narrowly miss the log about the space pirates not knowing how to replicate morph ball technology. What a classic. Metroids from the initial batch have matured to Hunter phase. Be advised that the Hunter Metroid has a siphon tentacle. It can attack with it from a distance as opposed to the close combat tactic used by younger Metroids. Treasure Ruins areas are off limits until further notice. Interesting. Recon teams are searching for the Hunter's gunship. Science team believes it employs a sophisticated cloaking device beyond our capabilities. Aside from dumb luck, we may never discover its location. We must contain or eliminate Aaron. Failure to comply with command decree is not an option. Security breaches in multiple areas. Unauthorized usage of resources continues. Patterns suggest these resources are being stolen by the Hunter. Increase monitoring of all resource facilities immediately. More and more of the space pirates dying, and command is like, but send more of them. Force field offline. Well, it's already offline, but... all available troopers report to Mine Security Command. What? Okay. This guy's crooked. Cryopod damaged. Immediate maintenance required. He'll probably be okay. feel very comfortable in this room, but there's no immediate worry, I guess. Scramble all aerial units immediately. Flight pattern Sigma 4 is in effect. Increase Bombu patrols in authorized areas. Test results from battle simulation Samus Aran are promising. Elite units report a 74% success ratio against Aran in testing. High Command is pleased but expects a higher ratio by project's end. We need a unit who is 100% confident in his mind that he could beat Samus Aran in a fight. Our enemies will tremble before the might of our elite forces. Unauthorized METROID feeding is strictly prohibited. Death to the hunter. Death to all who oppose us.
Recording to logbook.
Log 112328. Elite Pirate Upsilon's propensity for Phazon has enabled our research team to infuse it far beyond our safety restrictions, and the results have been extremely encouraging. Its constant Phazon diet has increased its mass exponentially, but it has retained all mental faculties, and shows dexterity with all elite weaponry, including plasma incendiary launchers and the chameleon manta issued for cloaking purposes. Elite Pirate Upsilon exhibits miraculous healing abilities. When injured, it seeks out Phazon deposits and coats itself in the substance, which instantly mends the creature's wounds. The subject, which we are codenaming Omega Pirate based on these developments, shows potential to be a new standard for our armies. Our only concern at this point is its potential overdependence on Phazon. Yet more prominent foreshadowing. There's a snow door behind this guy? Under? Maybe? Strange. Omega Pirate, but not the way you would expect. A nearby energy flux has caused a malfunction in this panel. Cryosleep tank. Unit CS4468R. Unit modified for elite pirate storage. Is he okay? Okay, well. Power bomb. Okay. Well, I knew that was going to be here, but it's good to get a, like, re-emphasis on that. Phazon processing and security systems are taxing the dynamo beyond safety tolerances. Though the conversion to geothermal power is easing the drain on our systems, it is not enough. Further power use at current levels could lead to system failure. Dynamo maintenance team is not responding to service call. Rerouting request to central command. Ah, that's a locked door. I can't get out of here until I accomplish something. Multiple safety system malfunctions detected. Unit should be taken offline immediately. Hello? What the fuck? The hell? Stop it. Whoa. Okay, this is, concerning. There's something else I need to be doing in here. Can you stop it? Okay, I would have liked to scan whatever that was, but I guess it's okay. Look around, see if there's any other stuff worth scanning. The keeping of pets has been suspended until further notice. Domestic beasts have been deemed highly susceptible to phazon madness and are thereby a hazard to personnel. All Gromcats and Olbaps must be disposed of immediately. Failure to comply will result in the loss of pay for a cycle and reduced rations. An entire shift of Dynamo workers have been transferred following bouts of phazon madness. Units have reported to Science Team for use in laboratory studies and the new Elite Pirate program. Their dementia will make them adequate training adversaries for the Elite Team. That's fucked up. Hey, Space Pirates. That's not cool. Bindasium. Whoopsie. Well, I guess that's fine. I gotta go over here to go ball mode. Whoopsie. I like when they play dedicated puzzle-solving music. It's a fun touch. That looks like probably the right way. Oh, I guess this is a shortcut back? Yeah, if I needed it. Which I don't currently, I guess, but... Fuck your dynamo up forever. Well, that's Power Bomb. Can destroy tougher materials than Morph Ball bombs. I can currently store 3 of them. Or at least I currently have 3 of them. Maybe I can store more, but... We've got another save room. I think that these platforms would let me get... Yeah, I can get back to where I entered the room if I want. That's a little more pertinent to do in the right nowsies. Okay. Stop. Okay, bad start. It's a little different than... Yes, I'm glad I thought to scan it. Mega turret. Perimeter defense turret reinforced with energy shielding. Frustrated with inferior armor plating on standard defense turrets, the space pirates added energy shielding to a modified heavy cannon. The new shielding and increased beam strength makes the mega turret an efficient point defense weapon. Yay. They really put 4 of them, huh? Yay! Cryotank failure. Bioform life signs are at flatline. You think so? Looks fine to me. Hole? Mysterious hole? Oh, that's kind of cute. Just a little alternate way to go. There's an awful lot of looks like there's something up there, considering I don't think there is actually anything up there. Okay. Quarantine access. A. Oh, yep. Okay. I kind of think it's not necessarily like, well, it's worth doing. I'll do it if I can do it. We'll see. Security now taking volunteers for hunting parties. The target is Bioform, Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Warning, force field disengaged. METROID containment area will be breached. Yep. Where's that Metroid? Anyway. Nothing to worry about. Science team reminds all personnel to refrain from antagonizing Metroids. Severe penalties will be enforced for all violations of this order. Suspension of synthetic Metroid rations has been ordered. Synthetic Metroid rations to be replaced by live bioenergy sources on 12/25/1. Christmas! Infusion of Phazon into local fungi is proceeding. This program has provided a cheap, viable ration for many of our Phazon-enhanced units on Talon 4. A mass production program has been authorized. Studies indicate decreased aggression between elite pirates and irradiated Metroids. Science team believes the infusion of Phazon in these units may be forming a type of symbiosis between them. Further studies are underway. Fungal invigoration fluid processing levels normal. All kinds of freaky stuff. Okay. Synthetic Metroid ration mix processing in progress. Okay, sure. Report any force field malfunctions to Operations Command immediately. Do not disengage force field without command authorization. Oops. Hey, bro. Spectral analysis complete. Spectral increase at Talon site. Life Grove. Somewhere that we've accessed the entry to, but not proceeded deeper into, interestingly enough. And the Great Tree Hall is closely connected to the elevator between Talon and the mines. Okay. Size increase of 400% indicated in fungal unit. Okay. Mushroom parkour. Maybe? Don't think I can quite make it up there. That kind of looks like a spider ball track, but I don't think it is, especially because I don't really know what it would be good for if it was. Just jump into the Phazon and cross over like that, but I don't know if I can jump high enough at the other end. There's gotta be something to do around here. I don't think I can jump up to there either. Well, there's something else in here. Don't look like it, huh? Well, let's see how bad this goes. Not very good. Face on damage isn't as bad as I expected, but... Come on now. I mean, maybe this is just a... I've got the power bombs. Oh, I can carry more than 3. I think some of the things I've picked up from enemies have been pertinent. Okay, well, yep.
Recorded to logbook.
Power bomb ammunition. Resupplies it with 1 round. It looks like my maximum is 4 right now. Well, I learned a little bit. I'll go ahead and save again. So we've got a few things we can go back and look for. Whoops. Especially having... Whoa! Because I didn't, no, wrong button. I might as well... The power bomb is the strongest morph ball weapon. Press that button when in morph ball mode to drop one. They do not have unlimited ammo, use them wisely. It can destroy many materials, including bendesium. Each power bomb expansion you find will increase the number you can carry by 1. Okay, gonna... just test it. See what happens. No harm, no foul. Okay. I think it behooves me to try to kill this cannon. Well, I guess you can still, I shot right past him, huh? Okay. The doors have been unlocked. Maybe these two guys don't deploy, at least not right now. I'm sure they will later, but... we can take care of this now. Oh, map station. I forget these are in the game. How much more map is there? One map.
Also, hello everybody, it's wife time.
It's wife time.
You might not have known it's wife time, but it's wife time. Hi, Izzy!
Okay, so there's a whole another level that's pretty expansive. And a handful more rooms. Looks like.
You know, they got ice beam, you gotta be careful of that freeze chance.
I could survive it.
Against Blissey? Ice beam Blissey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Most of what's left is up on the previous level, so... Until we can figure out how to cross Metroid Quarantine.
Mwah.
Well, maintenance tunnel takes us down to... Oh, maybe that's the secret. Maybe we get to the other side of Metroid Quarantine. And then circle back on it. Unauthorized use of Phazon is strictly prohibited. Violation of this order will result in assignment to Metroid holding area duty for 90 cycles, no exceptions. Metroid Quarantine in effect. No unauthorized personnel in holding areas. Okay. I think it'll behoove us to powerbomb this room. Sounds bad in here. Ventilation fan is functional, but offline. An activation panel must be nearby. Clear air flowing from this bendesium grate. Okay, I see. Ventilation fan is working at minimal level. Activation of vent system will bring it to full power. So it's no Super Metroid rules where, the power bomb clears the whole room if possible. It does have to be close enough to the breakable stuff. Ventilation control restored. Fans online and clearing fumes. Just straight up blows the wall up by pushing guys into it, I guess. Well, that's energy tank for us. And getting a tank restores our lost energy, so the fact that we sat there taking poison damage for so long isn't even that big a deal. Okay. There we go. Okay, man. Okay, well. He'll get here eventually. Whoa! Well, now the problem. I'm down on bombs. Unless... Oh. They only give me 4 and I used 2 of them frivolously and pointlessly. So that's on me. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're back up to 3. It's like nothing ever happened. Whoopsie. Are there boxes or just wall? Looks like just wall. Oh. Oh, man. Wow! So what's the deal here? Got spider's tracks. That one just goes to the end of the bridge over there. That's not very helpful. They do not join up. Over there's scan data. Pirate transmissions intercepted. Unique mining technology in upper part of site. Back in ore processing, there's mining gear. Okay. Well, I'll go there eventually. Where am I now? Right here. Okay. I'm gonna be right back, actually, if everyone can behave for a moment. Teehee. I'm gonna have a soda. I don't usually have a soda during stream, but I'm craving it. Everyone nice to me about this. Okay. Now let me think. Look at the map again, because I instantly forgot what was going on. Okay, so door down that we can't get into yet is the one that would take us back around to where Metroid Quarantine connects. That's not really any help right now, but... God, this map is confusing me so badly. We've got something else over here that we should be able to access, so it's worth checking out. Oops, okay, not what I expected to be happening. Huh. Didn't know, but I'm probably shouldn't be surprised that hover platform heat signature, or hover platform like little flame jet has heat signature. Up we go. Didn't even think to look at this window, but I think it's just more of the impact crater that we've seen out a similar window earlier, and I pointed it out, and also that we heard them discussing in some of the pirate logs. Ugh. Okay, well there's a grapple beam point here. Which makes me feel like that platform might be gone when we come back, because we're going to get the grapple beam through here, but maybe I'll turn out to have been wrong. So this is just a regular elevator to Magmore. That's not what I expected, but that makes sense. Both underground areas, and we already knew the pirates had a base in Magmore, although they have a base just about everywhere at this point. Oh, wait, this is something we've seen before? Oh, I think I know. Spaced out completely. Not great to look at with the eyes. So yeah, we're back in an earlier part of Magmore. I don't know if there's immediately a benefit to being here, but I think it'll be a nice shortcut to have in the future. Or at least, you know, nice to know where they connect. I assume the path will stay clear, but I don't know everything. We've got more to do in the mines. I gotta go immediately. Immediately go append my halfway bump that I did where I said we were out of the mines. As it turns out, not true. Didn't feel like switching beams. Well, oops. Actually, no, I do want to be map loading it. Okay, yeah, that wave door at the end of the room. Basically immediately gets us to where we need to be. Huh. Wow. Ugh. Need to get like a tiny little arm cushion or something. get it? Maybe not. I guess I don't need it, I'm full health. I started to say something. Hold on, what was it? I don't know. Whoops. Uh-oh. Metroid's loose. Gotcha. Okay, well. It's coming back around. Well, okay. Ugh, okay, oh, yeah, now we're about to get grapples. Need to turn the yellow twice. Where's the next? Is it right under me? Or is it over there? It's all the way over here. Not like a problem to go and chase after. Looks like this is gonna be a full 3 first. But that might mean the yellow one only takes a 1. That's a door side. That's not where I need to be. That looks right to me. Oops. Up we go. Let me in. Grapple beam.
Let's see if I can remember. We'll have to see if the setup I've given myself for this is going to be acceptable.
Z. That's just the lock-on button, isn't it? Nothing else. Nothing else. Well, nope, not that one. Waste disposal unit will draw small objects inside automatically. Ah! Yeah, well, surely there's... I would imagine there's... something in here? Maybe a goodie of some kind? But maybe not? Oopsie. Oh. Hey, whoa! Don't do that. Crane control's now active. That'll swing it back over to where I can reach it. Now, how actually useful is that going to be? Because, hold on. Can I get... Oh, yeah. Stop that. Stop that. Okay, so I can move freely back through here. And I think maybe there isn't actually anything to get. The puzzle entirely lies in getting out and back in. Alright, well. Ah! Okay. Note to self. Can't grapple when taking damage. Also can only grapple within a certain range. I might as well run up and save it.
And then we'll take stock of where to go.
We've got a couple nice new toys. I think start with we're just gonna head we're just gonna head right back out. I've forgotten what it was specifically, but there was something we will want to pick up very close outside of here. And the grappling hook and power bombs will both make it easier to dig out some corners. Like, let me... just do a quick little, like... So yeah, there's something we can't access in the first level. Something we can't access in the second level, and something we can't access in the third level, so... As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing worth doing down there for now. Super infuriating enemy type. Intense radiation detected. Oh, come on. Very infuriating enemy type. Okay. I know there's another door over there. Do I know anything about how to get there? So maybe a grapple point higher up here? I have a bad habit of always wanting to try to do a little trick with the spider ball stuff. Nope, no grapplies. Maybe it's a place I come back out of later or something. Pretty sure this has been Dizium. Yep. Okay. Missile expansion. Yay! Okay, what else? I think there's just a little dip on the side here. Ah! It's okay. Oh, and this is what I like to see. X-ray visor. One more new toy. This one does a couple things to my memory. Is there one more visor? Or... No, there's not a question mark spot. The X-ray visor can see through certain types of materials. Press minus to select it. The X-ray visor can reveal invisible items, areas, and enemies. Robotic enemies jam the X-ray visor's frequency. Eliminate them to restore function to the visor. Spawn guys in to let us know. Ugh. So the trick here is there's just big swaths of the walls that are not real. And are made of bendesium. So it's not that they aren't real, it's that they're bendesium. I feel like there's another thing the X-ray visor can do for us that I'm not completely positive about. But I do think I'm going to get the chance to test it very soon. Potentially. We'll see. Oh. Disorientating visor for sure. Oh, yep. Chozo ghosts. Oh. So the X-ray visor does let us see Chozo ghosts at all times. You suck. You sicko. Okay, bye. No, I really need the missile, considering I'm at almost full stock of 120, but... I don't know if there's anything... I would feel like there would be something else here, but... Go play in the water. Oh, hello. What could you be? No, we didn't know. Well, it does look like something in particular, but maybe it'll be something we learn about more later. Well, anyway. That's helpful. Getting the lag spikes again. Lag, bumps? I don't know. Lag something. I definitely feel like there's more here, but... Eh. Well, well... Already come all the way back up and jumped all the way back down once, but... whole big room like this. Nothing of import in it, I guess. I guess it is somewhat just to, like, kind of justify contriving a encounter with Chozo ghosts immediately after getting the visor. Especially since the room darkens when a Chozo ghost battle is active. So it is helpful to... I mean, it is already like, well, you can't really see him super well anyway. Yep. Nothing up here. Oh well. Oh, that's a cute touch. Straight up invisible platform, complete with rain visibly landing on it. I love video games. Missile expansion. Okay.
I don't really know what else.
There is that super worth trying to do. This is all the frigate, yeah, and there's not really anything left to do there. No point going to temple. Other than Root Cave, which I can't explore, or which I can't open up yet anyway, there's not really anything else over here. Go to Chozo Ruins then. Bleh. Frog room. Back to town overworld. All the elders. You know, I feel like there was something in Hall of the Elders, actually. There's no more Chozo ghosts here? Oh. Stop it! That's a 1. That's a 2. Okay. That's a 3. Extraordinarily mean to me. Don't remember if I ever did this. And the thing is, if I did, at least the X-ray visor made it so the ghost fight wasn't as annoying as it would have been otherwise. Chose a sports room. Chose a sports trophy. X-ray visor is quite harsh to look at with the eyes. Okay. Well, there's one more bonus to find in here when we get the last beam weapon. Let's think on it. No. Not much of a chance of anything being over there. Head to furnace. And then energy core. I guess while I'm over here I could dip into Burn Dome just to see if there's something new there. Pretty sure furnace also has Chozo Ghost spawn right now. It's gotta be 3 of them in a tiny little room. Oh. Ow. Oh, just 2, I guess? Or maybe I killed the other one and didn't notice. Anyway. I don't really remember if I, like... did the necessary stuff to... I feel like I must have needed the spider ball to get in here in the first place. Yeah, easily. We got ghosts in here. Wouldn't even notice the kind of stuff I got going on. Hold on. Okay, it's back on over here a ways. Whoa. See, that's destructible. I don't think anything else in here. No, nothing, but that means I can rest assured. In all my future endeavors. Come on now, nice to me. Wow! Forgot all about shriek bats. Well, I guess I don't need to do all that. Ghosts out here? Maybe not? I don't know what it is about this game makes me so sleepy. Dynamo. Watery Hall, Dynamo Access, Dynamo. What could that be? That's probably worth checking out just to see what it is. One of those where I don't quite recall if it's something I've seen before or not. And there's more missiles over here. Now, Watery Hall, I wouldn't be surprised if it's got ghosts. But maybe it don't. Yep, that's Spider Ball. There's a little firefly critter up there, but... Missile expansion. Okay. Ow. I'm sure that's everything that's in here. It's pretty minor. Scan data. Seismic activity updated. Unusual activity in Magmore. I love getting a lead. Oh, the geothermal core. Yeah, that is the place that has, like, the pillars with the platforms and the grapple beam targets. Well, maybe we'll make that happen. Let's see, what are the odds of there being anything else in here? It's always correct to explore watery chambers. It's pretty reasonable to assume there's not anything else. It's not impossible, but... That was a really disrespectful Shriek Bat spawn. Quack. Okay. I'm like a good 90% sure this room has ghosts in it. And it's definitely worth exploring for anything else, but... Ow! Oh, these ghosts are getting on my nerve. That's wrong. Eh. The crunchies aren't helping. Okay. Yeah. Look around a little bit now that we can afford to breathe. At least this seems like, maybe the other enemies in the room don't spawn anymore. Ghosts take priority. Hello? Ugh. Can I just make this? Yep. Yeah, I do think there's not really anything else. That's Sun Chamber, lobby, and access. I don't want to go to Sun Chamber right now. There's only the 3 doors out of here? Yeah, okay, so... And this room's dark for other reasons. And it's this niche. Okay, I'm down here now. I don't think there's anything else secret in this room. We've got this, though. I want wave beam on the other side here. Nice and easy. What could that possibly be? Bendesium. I got a good guess what this is then. Power bomb expansion. Up to 5. And some Chozo lore.
Reporting to logbook.
The power of our temple and the 12 artifacts has sealed an evil in the depths of this planet. However, the future is cloudy to us, a world of veils where dark apparitions flit in the shadows. Within this strange world, one image stands out in the mist, flickering through the landscape, wraith-like. It is a human, a lone figure shining in the toxic shadows. We Chozo do not know what it is, but our hearts swell with hope at the promise of that glowing light. We will place our faith in our shrine. We will be there when the light shines upon our land. And so it shall be. Ghosts. Just 2 of them, I guess, though. Okay. Whew. And I don't know exactly... Oh! Powerball switches. Okay. There's a puzzles to be had in here. I assume if I power the other 2, then this one will open. Maybe. Or something else happen. Nothing looks immediately out of place. I'm gonna check. I suddenly, like, Weesh. Eee, ow, 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 ow. I've already forgotten what a puddle spore is. Oh, no, it's that thing. Okay, yay. Okay, yeah, I did. Couldn't remember if I'd actually scanned Chozo Ghost. There's something really interesting about Metroid games finding ways to, like, oh shit. First this, and then Metroid Dread finding ways to, like, make there be Chozo that you can battle without it feeling, like, contrived. I mean, I guess, like, you could argue a little bit of, like, Dread was contrived. But I don't think, like, in a way that was, like, worse for the game or anything like that. The Crusher. Wow! No! Oh, that's interesting. The piston is like a hurt box, even when it isn't actively coming down. Wow! Missile pickup. We're well and truly approaching the, the point at which, like, all of the things we've seen through the world as we've gone through, and been like, wow, I wonder when we'll be able to get that, or how, are coming within our reach. Wait. Whoopsie. This is just a little bit of ledge that can be accessed. Can I get all the way up there? Surely no. I don't think this is fully intended to be like a... any kind of like stance point. Okay. Anyway. Ruined Shrine, Tower of Light access. Oh, a Tower of Light would be a good place to go real quick. Pick something up from it. Wow. Oh, come on. It's just ghosts everywhere these days. Ah. What are you doing up there? Disrespectful. Everyone loves haunting their old skate park. Oh, he died through the door. The, being, like, trapped in this world by the poison and by, like, obligations to help Samus. Are part of it, but also the Chozo ghosts are stuck here with unfinished business because they never got to perform a 900-degree rotation off the half-pipe. Oh, hello. Chozo artifact, okay. So we found one of these already, but we know a little bit more than we did before, because we know that the pirates are looking for these to open a lock. That'll get them to the impact crater. Artifact of Life Giver. The 5th of 12. We don't know anything about most of them. We've gotten 2. And there's nothing else in here? Kind of let down. I am surprised there aren't ghosts in here, but I guess I can easily cross off we've gotten everything from this direction. No need to engage with these ghosts. The guy was up in there. Okay, let me have another look-see. It's not impossible there could be more stuff over that way. I'm a little doubtful, but it's not impossible. I think I know what I want to do. There's nothing in this room, just a little entryway.
So there's a spot that a couple times I've been like, oh, we don't want to go there right now. But I think it would be worth going to see what we could do now, just to...
I think we're hitting the point where the things that we can learn, even if there's not much we can do yet, are worth learning. And then it'll probably be about time to wrap it up for the day. Nope, not that easy. Come on now. Oh, whatever. Okay, I've scanned that already. Didn't bother coming all the way down this way since we didn't have missiles just yet. The first time we entered this passageway, but
Recording to logbook.
Chozo script translated. Throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we Chozo see a light. This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison and purifying that which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman. Burning brightly, the luminescence descends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes to pass, when the light recedes, the Chozo's long vigilance of containment will finally come to an end. Kind of a second entry that reads about the same as the one we just found a few minutes ago, but
Recording to logbook.
the containment of the great poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo, and we will not flee from our duty, even as we suffer with the land and its creatures. We will pour our will into the 12, the artifacts that, when brought together, form the lock that holds this great evil at bay in the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who might come to assault it. To preserve the power of the seal and to protect it from those who would meddle for their own designs, we will spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never open until the day comes when this disaster can finally be put right. Can't really get a good read on it here, but we are now above the impact crater. And we have Chozo Artifact. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. Chozo Artifact acquired. This is the Artifact of Truth, the first of 12. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues. Yeah, the same thing it just said.
Recording to logbook.
A sun chamber high atop our ruined home became a nest of a great beast and a source of corruption. Many Chozo spirits have been drawn to this tainted place. Release their bond to the world to claim the artifact of Wild.
Recording to logbook.
A room of research lies within the mines. A corrupted invader is trapped there. Defeat this creature to claim the artifact of Warrior. The artifact of strength has been returned. You have restored power to this Chozo totem. The artifact of truth has been returned. You have restored power to this Chozo totem. Loved collecting the artifacts early, even though it didn't really save any time. Yeah, I think of the ones you can collect early, it takes enough, like, going out of the way that, like, even if you do it when you are passing through at an appropriate moment, like, if I'd taken a different path back here sooner, and I had known to go and visit I had known that like the other chamber that I've forgotten the name of that I just went to a little bit ago would have an artifact in it. Would that have really been much slower than coming around the path I did take? We encountered X-ray visor platforms. We did. There was one very soon after getting it. All it did was like jump up to a room that had a missile expansion, but oh, this is totally what I need in the Chozo Mines, isn't it? I just realized. Well, that'll be, hopefully I'll remember next week. They can be detected by shooting them even if you don't have the visor. And I mean, the one I did find was, it was in Talon Overworld, so the rain was visibly falling on it. Painstakingly would search rooms for invisible platforms, oh no. Invaders have claimed Phendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact of Elder is held. Artifact of Lifegiver has been returned.
Recording to logbook.
Within the ruins of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of World. Some of these don't work right now,
Recording to logbook.
but I think finding other artifacts will recharge them? Maybe? In one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo.
Recording to logbook.
A tall cave stands at Phendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of spirit. Okay, can't learn everything yet. Oh wait, there was one thing. Like, to be fair, I have definitely just been spending a lot of time walking around rooms. Like, using my scan visor and my X-ray visor to look for anything that might be breakable at all. So, which I guess was maybe, like, a little bit more reasonable since it's playing as intended, but even still, like, I totally get the mindset of, shooting for invisible platforms. Can we get a good angle at all? There's the depths of the crater. There's something down there. In addition to the source of the phazon. I hate that these enemies can, like, hit you every time. It doesn't even do that much damage. But it sucks. Anyway. Save it up. But not what I meant to push. Come on. Behave. That'll do us for today. I don't really know how many more streams of this one we're gonna have, because it is already running longer than I expected, but I mean, depending on how like efficient we are, we might get done next time. But I'm not gonna bank on that. And of course, on Monday we have Metal Gear Solid 2. We have only just started it, but we've gotten to playing as Raiden. And he can do flips, and that's pretty cool. We haven't found the estrogen yet. Anyway. Tool wielding as usual. Nothing else to report as usual. So, thanks everyone for being here. And I hope that you all have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.